Alright, so I'm going to do a video on what I think were the main bits of information we got from McGregor's pay-per-view interview in Manchester the other day. So I cut down the video and took out what I think are the main bits anyway that tell us what he's going to be doing for 2017 and what's coming up even towards 2018. So let's see.
I always look at the game, the fight game, or the UFC, and it's like, I always wonder to myself why. Sometimes I wonder to myself why it's never broken through that next level. Why no one before me has ever got to that next level? Because they're all dog shit, and I don't mean like that. They're not the sloppy, messy, chinny. It's not pretty to look at, and it's the same with these two clowns, two bums fighting for an interim belt. They should be very, very happy they're not chilling out, taking a break, and they have this little chance to think that they're up there. But in reality, they're nowhere close. They'd both be knocked out stiff, both chinny.
One already was knocked out
both wild,
stiff.
too sloppy.
13 seconds.
Listen, whatever. I'm chilling right now. I have my eyes on one thing, and that's Floyd Mayweather.
Woo!
Okay, so
that's the thing I have my eyes on.
Let's talk about Floyd now. Let's finally address this. So, it starts...
I'm sitting in the house. Floyd offers 15 million.
Yes.
Then Dana offers 25 million. I'm sitting in my house watching the millions go up. Like, this is all right. This is all right.
Originally, there was no offer.
Right now?
We've got to get, me and Floyd have got to get together and talk.
Originally, it was like, this will never happen.
Once we come to a number, once we come to a set number that I'm happy with, he's happy with, then we go to the customers, then we go to the promoters, the buyers, and then we get it done. So that's next. So I'll go to Vegas, I'll handle the commission, or we'll figure that situation out, and then we'll come to a dotted line, and then we'll go. But this is happening. But that fight was more than just being explored. That fight has been in the works a while now. So look, there's a lot of steps to get through to get the fight done. But it's the fight to make. It's the fight that people want. It's the fight I want. It's the fight I know. I'm confident going in there. I've got the reach. I've got the youth. I've got the confidence. I've got the unpredictable style. You can't prepare for a style like me.
It's also probably arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter of all time.
Why conquer one world when you can conquer two? So I'm going to go conquer two worlds. And at the end of the day, it's another day for me. Like, in all honesty, it's another day. I get a phone call. Hey, Conor, you're fighting a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Okay. Hey, Conor, you're fighting a Taekwondo black belt. Okay. Hey, Conor, you're fighting a UFC world champion. Okay. Hey, Conor, you're fighting boxing's pound for pound #1. Okay. It's another day for me. I get a phone call.
More than that,
I get the style of the opponent, the way he fights, and then I prepare to fight him. It's another fucking day for me. So that.
What I got from that anyway, just from that segment there, is that he does not care about any UFC fight at this moment in time. About the likes of Aldo, Khabib, Tony Ferguson, all the boys. He doesn't give a fuck about them. Even Tyron Woodley for the third belt, they're not in his horizon right now. Like, all the eyes on Mayweather is what I get from it. All eyes on Mayweather. The big money fight.
So Dana publicly said he'd like to offer you 25 million and Floyd 25 million. What do you make of that split and those numbers? Do those seem fair to you?
I'm happy that there was an offer made. I'm happy that he
You
made
wouldn't say
the
no
offer.
25 million.
We're getting there. We're moving up. First of all, I was like, this is never going to happen. He did an interview, it's never going to happen. Now there's an offer on the table. It's still not there yet, but it's closing in on it. But I believe this is the first. If Manny and Floyd done $500 million, I believe this one, cross sports, never before seen. This is the first $1 billion fight. So people's got to pay for a $1 billion fight. So it's getting there. We'll see.
Do you genuinely believe, though, that he wants to get this done? Like, do you think that he really is going to try hard to make it happen?
I'd love to believe that. I do think that. We'll see. As I close in, as I get the Nevada boxing license, as I close more in on him, we'll find out then. But it's very hard to go back now. It's very hard to go back now because I'm hunting now. So we'll see. I hope so. I believe so. I'd like to believe so.
I like the point you made about how there was no, like, how when Ari asked him, was he happy with the 25 million offer? And obviously he knows Mayweather's probably going to get about 200 million for it, but so obviously he's not that happy. But what he is happy about is that there is offers now. Originally it was this whole idea, this will never happen, it can't happen. Dana said that it just won't happen. Now Dana's throwing out offers, 15 million here, 25 million here. Fucking hell, we're only at the start of 2017 now, like. Long pause.
I believe it could happen by the end of this year. I believe it will happen by the end of this year or early next year.
Okay.
I believe
That's
either
important.
side of that, it will happen.
And now, what do you say? Like when you listen to like the old school boxing commentators, they literally laugh when this topic is brought up. What is the path to victory? An honest question. How do you beat Floyd
I've been
Mayweather?
listening to laughter all my career.
Yeah.
I've been listening to them laugh my whole career.
I just want to make the point that was very important what he said about he thinks it could be the end of 2017 or early 2018. What I believe is throughout this year now he'll continue dodging the UFC, but he will stay kind of in tune with it. So he'll keep having people like Khabib and Aldo calling him out, which again keeps him relevant in the UFC spotlight, even though he doesn't plan on fighting it. So that keeps his name relevant there. He's going to be in and out of movies. He's going to be in little advertisements like that horse one the other day, or I don't know what the fuck it was. That horse, was it a betting company? I don't even know what it was, to be honest. But yeah, I think he'll be in movies and advertisements and stuff like that. I think he's doing some bullying campaign. I think he has to do for the Nevada Commission. I think he'll continue rising this McGregor Mayweather fight for 2017, and then I wouldn't say the end of, he said maybe late 2017. I don't think so. I think it'll be at least 2018, and by then he'll be after growing his character himself just from all of 2017, rising everything, getting the tension going, and seeing him everywhere in the movies, Game of Thrones, all that. You know, he goes on about he should have been in the Triple X movie, but he declined it. And he's meant to be in the Predator movie. All this, just constantly building his character and then increasing his stake from the or increasing the possible cut from the Mayweather McGregor fight of the century. You know.
They've been laughing. What? An Irishman win a Cage Warriors world title? Hell no. You serious? An Irishman? An Irishman win a fight in the UFC? Hell no. Laughs all around. An Irish, okay, you gotta win. Now he wants to win a world title? Hell no, he's all talk, he's all hype, he's a joke. Laughter all around at the Joker. Then the Joker goes and wins the world title. Now he wants to win a second world title. More laughter. Listen, I don't know, mate, the sound of laughter and the sound of doubt motivates me. So I'm enjoying that. I seek that. I don't feel no doubt or I don't feel that going and fighting any of these other UFC bums right now.
Like I said earlier.
They need to rise up. Right now they're down there. I've got this situation where people are truly down.
He loves it. He absolutely loves that.
They doubted me at the very, very beginning. And that's motivating for me. That's what's going to drive me to the gym when I need to go to the gym and to put in that work to get that win. So that's where we're at right now.
Fair to say that of everything out there, any opportunity, this is what interests you most. That's fair,
100%.
Right? Okay. That's 100%. What you're going to explore. That's what you want.
100%. I believe the next time I step into a combat arena will be through the ropes, wearing 10-ounce or 8-ounce gloves. I believe so.
So if you say that
dodging
this
the UFC
will happen end of the year or early next year, that will be around a year since you last competed. You love to compete. Can you sit on the sidelines for that long? Can you do that?
Tell you what, for 100 million, I'll sit for another year. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm twitching sometimes.
Yes.
But, you know, fuck it. This is historic. Fighting Khabib, what the fuck his name is.
What the fuck his name is. I'm really torn. Like, I really want to see this McGregor Mayweather fight, but, you know, with the UFC and stuff, it is really unfair that he is dodging people like Khabib, acting like he doesn't know his name, Nurmagomedov. Like, that man's an absolute fucking animal. Like, that's a very interesting fight. I'd love to see that fight. But now I have to ask myself, would I rather see that fight and Conor potentially lose and never fight Mayweather, or wait a year? Conor's still young. Mayweather's getting old, so maybe I'd rather just see the Mayweather McGregor fight and then go back to the UFC and maybe conquer all those possible fights. But Khabib's a dangerous motherfucker. And it could be that he's avoiding him, I don't know, but Khabib is fucking dangerous.
Tony, Donkey, Jose, fighting these, even Woodley for the third. It's not this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to be patient with situations.
It's just the fact that all those fights, McGregor versus Khabib, UFC 215 would say, or against Tyron Woodley for the third belt, UFC 220, I don't know, I'm just making up things. They, even against Nate Diaz for the trilogy, they are nothing on what Mayweather versus McGregor would be. They don't have anything on it. It's just, it is what it is. You're crossing two sport platforms, everyone's going to want to watch it. More people are going to pay for it. It's going to break records all over the place. And depending where the fight could be on, Madison Square Garden, anywhere like that, boom.
It was booked for March. Like, it was proper booked.
Wow.
There was an army getting formed to build it. And then it was like, there's so much going on. Let's just sit on that for a while. So we sit on it for a while, but it's not to say we close it. We just sit on it for a while and we see where it goes. Like I said, there's many options for me. That's why I'm like, you know what, Predator, thanks very much for the offer. And I know it would have been crazy to fight the Predator and have like a historic Hollywood movie and all that, or walk in and WrestleMania, or you know, there's so many great things, but it's like, I have so many. I'm the only one with options. I'm the only one in the fight game with options. Everyone else needs to fight me. I can fight any single one of them. So I'm in the best spot, which makes me the A side. So that's where we're at right now.
Do you think that fight does over 4 million pay-per-views?
100%.
100%. So I think overall the fight is just, there's just way too much money in it, potential money in it, for it not to happen. Yeah, not to happen. Come 2018, like, we're looking at two of the most money hungry fighters probably ever with Mayweather and McGregor. McGregor will try and grow his McGregor promotions throughout 2017, and then come 2018 it'll be better negotiations with Mayweather promotions and potentially have the fight, the super fight. The only problem there, I think, isn't necessarily between the two promotions or whatever. It's more Dana White. First of all, he doesn't want Mayweather to be fighting McGregor. He'd rather McGregor stay in his own lane and fight in the UFC, but Dana also likes money. You know, he's been, and he used to be a boxing promoter. He used to be in the boxing game. He always says it. What I think overall is that throughout 2017, McGregor is going to dodge the UFC almost, and dodge people like Khabib and all them. Build his character, this Conor McGregor character, into this huge star, which he already is, but even bigger than MMA, you know, in the movies and Hollywood, and even maybe making appearances in WrestleMania or whatever, like he said. And then that will help him with getting the fight set, you know, and then building his own promotion as well, you know. It's just a lot of help in getting that fight set. But then he knows himself, win or lose that fight, he can come back to that UFC and everyone's going to be wanting to fight him. He could have Diaz number 3 straight away, you know, there's just so much money there. Well, I think he's going to be quiet in the ring or in the octagon for 2017, but come 2018, I think he's really has his eyes set on this Mayweather fight, and that's it really. Especially with the child on the way, you know, he has an excuse for not fighting for the next like 6 months, even longer, because the child will be growing. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what comes from all this. But I think at this moment, I hope he doesn't get too big-headed, and like even just holding an interview on pay-per-view is kind of not a respectable move at all, really, to be honest. But I think it was needed. We found out a lot from the pay-per-view, but thanks for watching.